Well, thank you so much. Uh, Thank you for the warm introduction to the moderator. And hello everyone, this is Cherab Gautam, and I am from Pokhara University, Nepal. And I will be presenting on nutritional status and its associated factors among diabetic patients visiting selected tertiary hospitals of Jhapa district, Nepal. And I would like to thank Magnus Group and for and IPHC organizing committee for this wonderful opportunity. And the second one you can see is this one is the logo of Pokhara University, where I completed my undergraduate in bachelor's, and the third one is my college, and the fourth one I was a research assistant at Nepal Netra Jyoti Sangh, which handles all the eye-related tertiary hospitals in Nepal. And the below you can see in the lap of Himalayas is the Pokhara University. And firstly, before starting with anything, I would like to provide about a small background of Nepal. Nepal is a small country, a landlocked country situated between China and India. We are surrounded by India on this three side, whereas on our northern side we have China. And you can see the capital is around here, the Kathmandu, which is the capital of the country, and as you all know, you might all know Nepal for Mount Everest. So Mount Everest is around this area. So the highest altitude for Nepal is the altitude of Mount Everest, and the lowest area is the Jhapa, where our study has been conducted. And this in the blue line is the Jhapa district. So yeah, on zooming up, the Jhapa district is something like this, and on the southern side, it's India, and on the eastern side, it's India as well. And we have conducted the study at two different hospitals, tertiary level hospitals. One is of its semi-urban type, and another is totally urban type. And those two hospitals are located at one is located at this Konkai, and another is located at Birtamod, which is near the national highway as well. And okay, starting with the introduction to the study, we all know diabetes. Diabetes is simply we know it as a condition or a disease with a elevated level of blood sugar in the body, and it imposes a massive global and national health burden, not only in Nepal, but it is one of the growing NCD in the world as well. And as you can see, in 2021, around 537 million adults lived with diabetes, and that is projected to increase to 783 million by 2045, and that will be around 6.7 million deaths. That will be one death in every 5 seconds, and $966 billion health cost. Global peak prevalence is projected to be 24.4%, especially in the older age group. That is three-fourths of cases among those age group is seen in low and middle income countries like Nepal. And in Nepal, 71.1% of deaths occur due to non-communicable diseases, and in that as well, diabetes prevalence is 8.5%, and and its daily is 12.26 per 10,000 in 2017, and a lot of our country is remote area, rural area, so as you all know, NCDs is ever growing. It's the burden is growing, and around 47% nationally, especially in people living in urban area, are living with overweight and obesity, and having diabetes on. Diabetes plus overweight plus obesity means you are on the risk zone of serious complication. And in Jhapa's context, Jhapa is the most side of Nepal, and there is the place is as in the previous slide you could see, it's near the border to India, and in a lot of local national people go for screening services as well, but people from as we have open border with India, people from Indian region also come there to seek services as well as because we don't have any charges for screening services from our government health levels. So yeah, also problem of dual malnutrition in diabetes also exists, especially due to overweight and obesity. The literature shows to literature seems to show the trend that there is a poor adherence to dietary guidelines, and also among underweight there is the over restriction that might fuel the complication that might cause heart, kidney, and eyes related complication. And the rationale for the study is that there is the need of different studies to fill the evidence gap, especially in the rural areas like Jhapa, and also present an urgency to address the Nepal's rising NCT burden, and inform the for the some kind of holistic intervention to address this burden. So our study aims to assess the nutritional status and identify associations with different factors among diabetic patients at selected tertiary hospital in Jhapa, Nepal. Okay, and the research methodology is it is a hospital-based descriptive cross-sectional study. Study method is only quantitative study method to collect the primary level data from the study population that were diabetic patient visiting OPD is of the selected site, and the study area were Om Sai Patibara Hospital and Kanchanjunga Hospital of Jhapa, Nepal. And yeah, this is the Om Sai Patibara Hospital. It, as you can see, the building is a bit nice. It is located in a bit urban area, and the upper one is the Kanchanjunga Hospital. It is a bit, you can see from the building that the difference in the infrastructural assets means that the upper one is in the rural area, obviously. And sampling strategy, we firstly sampled took the population from the NCT dataset of fiscal year 2020-2024 to determine number of diabetes patient, and then we calculated the sample from the relevant literatures as well as by through Cochrane's formula. And the obtained results, 124 sample were then stratified based on professional allocation in these two hospitals, and 60 and 64 samples were taken from the study sites. For validity and reliability, we were on constant, we did constant, constant peer review and expert consultation to scrutinize the methodology. Double blinding was ensured because we had the enumerators and they didn't know the objectives of the study, so they collected the data. And Cronbach's alpha test 0.8 to ensure the tool being used was internally consistent. Uh, Professional allocation of sample was ensured. Data was collected from diverse group of participants to ensure external validity. Questionnaire was developed in local languages, and anthropometric measurements were done using the standard guidelines. And data was entered through AV data and analyzed through IBM spaces statistics 25. For univariate analysis, frequency and percentage was calculated, and bivariate we used chi-square test. Ethical consideration, we obtained the ethical consideration from Institutional Review Committee of Noble College, Pokhara University, which is also one of the partners of Nepal Health Research Council, and all the ethical guidelines were followed. And the results indicate that the among the participants, the mean age of the participant, the average age of participants was 58 years, and the standard deviation being 13.83. Around uh, uh, 50.8 percentage of the participants were less than 58 years, and around much of the participants, that is 54% of the participants were female. And distribution based on the nutritional status, there were 8.9 percentage underweight, and overweight 46.8 percentage, normal also 44 percentage, and average BMI was 24.77, slightly towards the overweight line, and then standard deviation being 4.96. status of emotional well-being was also assessed, and that like we assessed about does the emotional well-being actually affects the nutritional status of this diabetic patient or not, and the emotional well-being of those study population was when it was assessed on three-item scale, then of more than 50.8 percentage participant, the emotional well-being was really poor, and only 8.1 percentage of a much excellent emotional well-being. So association between age and nutritional status was seen, and yeah, around 58.6 percentage participants were actually overweight, and it had we had seen the significant association there, and around 60 percentage of participants were in the normal line, and while gender, and we also said there was a statistical association between gender and nutritional status, while 72.7 percentage were underweight, and 60.3 percentage female were overweight. And we also assess the association at between it was it's actually not it, but it was 0.001 p value, and yeah, 61 percentage of the participant were actually having a with normal BMI had a very poor emotional well-being, but that also suggests that uh, other at fear as well. And the discussion a similar kind of study had been done in Bangladesh, where 31 percentage were over sorry okay, where 31 percentage were overweight and 4.3% were underweight, and slightly this study present that the overweight is 46.8 percentage, slightly greater than in the Bangladesh region, and also the highest number was in the same study, the highest number of overweight was among the retired age group, and this shows similarity with this association, as 46.8 percentage was encountered in the older age group in our study as well, and study was conducted in Nepal as well, and the persons who had the history of diabetes for 1 to 5 years was 48.5 percentage, and it is also similar to the study of history of diabetes on the similarity we have seen, and 51.5% of diabetic patients reported that they had family history of having diabetes, and this result was contradicted by our study, as only 36.3% had reported about the family history of diabetes in this study. So our studies implicates that there is a need that the people with poor nutritional status have had a significant concern for diabetes management, and they were not found to be like following the nutritional guidelines as well. And as you all know, we Nepalese and Indian, we are fond of eating like spicy food and salty food, so that would be another risk factor if for the diabetic patient, if they do not comply on time, and another was yeah, emotional well-being also had a spark a concern, that poor emotional well-being sparked a concern that mental health needs to be managed as well, and nutritional status had a statistical association with age, gender, emotional well-being. That means a lot of different factors were associated with the nutritional status of the diabetic patient as well. And not only these factors needs to be studied, other demographic, cultural factor. This study opens way for different further studies on demographic, cultural, and predisposing factor, lifestyle related factors as well. And actually, we suggest for an holistic, culturally sensitive diet counseling interventions, reduced alcohol intake, especially for the older patients, that may improve because diabetes is incurable, but it may improve the related outcomes as well. And yeah, these are my key references. Thank you for listening. And if Let's connect on LinkedIn. The QR code, if you scan it by your phone, you can connect me on LinkedIn as well. And if you want to mail me, there's the email ID, cherabgautam@gmail.com. You can just drop a mail, and yeah, I would be happy to connect with you all. Thank you so much.